What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the final video in the gunroom build series. You guys have been asking for it, you want to take a look around, so let's jump into it. First, I want to mention a few things before we take a look around. One, I want to thank my family for their help. They were a big help, and I couldn't have done it without them. The late nights and the weekends and the help that they gave me getting this thing together. I truly appreciate that. Two, keep in mind this was a spare bedroom that I converted into a gunroom. So I took a few things into account as far as not wanting to go so far as to where I couldn't turn this back into a bedroom if I had to, or if I decided to sell the house and move out or whatever. As it sits, if I wanted to turn this back into a bedroom, I'd just pull all the stuff down that I put up, do a skim coat of mud over the drywall, repaint, and it's back to a bedroom. And three, being a bedroom, it has a closet and an exterior window. That was one of the biggest hang-ups, was the window. I didn't really want a window in my gunroom, but I took some measures to kind of mitigate my worries as far as security and stuff like that. So it's kind of set my mind at ease, the steps I've taken to make this room secure, for one, from people I don't know or people trying to break into my house. Also secure for my family and the kids, because I have 3 kids, and there are ground rules for this room as far as the kids go. Also, if you haven't seen the first 2 videos, I'll link them down below. Make sure you go and watch those. That's us building this whole gunroom, putting things together. It might answer a few questions for you, because I have been getting a lot of questions on how I did certain things and stuff like that. If you watch those, it should alleviate some of those questions or give you some ideas for your own gunroom. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. We're going to be doing a lot of builds in this room, a lot of cool content, so make sure you're subscribed for that. So let's jump up and take a look around. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look at the bench. So as you saw in the first 2 videos, I built kind of this corner bench that wraps all the way over to this other wall. Now, I wanted a big long bench, wanted more space to do stuff, and as you saw in those other videos, I wanted this toolbox in the middle, this bigger toolbox, so I could store more tools, store more parts. I do have a couple drawers, parts, different projects I'm working on that I can store in there. And it's nice to have a little bit of extra space as far as the toolbox goes. Now, I still have my old toolbox over here underneath the bench that I keep some reloading stuff in. This is kind of the reloading corner over here. So I've got my press and with the case feeder up there, my case trimmer hanging right there on the end, and those are both on those quick change plates that I can put into those quick change panels on the bench that I routed in. I've also got that vise on one, so I can pull it out, throw the press in there, do some reloading, or any of the other accessories that I have on those quick change plates. Makes it nice. If you don't want anything on there, you can take them off and it's a nice smooth workbench top, or you can move the vise from one spot to another, or the press or whatever. So those are a nice addition to the gun room. Down below I have all my brass kind of organized in little bins, and a couple Aero Precision builder sets under there, some powder, my case feeder plates up under there. And then I also have a riser for my press from Inline Fabrication that goes in these benchtop quick change bases that'll raise my press up to a little bit of a higher level if I wanted to. Across the back of the bench, I did the Inline Fabrication rail panels, so you can put storage bins and all sorts of stuff for storing things, getting tools up off the bench. And I ran those down the whole length of the wall and around the corner. Now, in my other gun room, I had to cut one of those panels to get it to fit the room, and that leftover piece is what I screwed on the end of the bench here so that I can store my press out of the way, and it's not having to be in the bench the whole time. I can kind of store that stuff out of the way, and it kind of makes it nice. Then I can just grab it when I need it and use it. I had a TV laying around, so I hung it on the wall so I can put the game on or whatever when I'm in here working on stuff. Hung those Gladiator cabinets up on the wall for a bunch of storage. Over here in the corner I just have some tools and chemicals and gun cleaning stuff, a computer and a hard drive for saving my videos and stuff like that. I bought one of those little glove holders off Amazon to hold some rubber gloves when I'm cleaning guns or working on stuff. Don't want to get my hands dirty. And then over here I just have a recliner, so if I'm editing a video or looking up parts, ordering stuff, I can relax in a little bit more comfortable chair. Still have that ammo cabinet from my other gun room. Just moved it in here to store some of the ammo. This over here, this is a big one. I was instructed I had to put this in here. So this is the hood off of my daughter's Power Wheels Jeep that she literally drove the wheels off. We chucked it. It was more expensive to buy new wheels for it than it would be just to buy a different one. So we chucked it, and as many of you know, when you buy gun parts, you get stickers with everything. And this is the hood off of her Jeep, and she didn't want to throw that away, so she said, let's hang that in the gun room. So that's where it is. In the closet door, I got a little marker board, jot ideas down, parts I need to order, ideas for videos, whatever, just kind of stuff I want to write down. All these bins and little holders and stuff over here on the wall, these are all Inline Fabrication. Those ones are holding some reloading dies and the primer tubes and just some odds and end tools, stuff like that. Some powders and chemicals. And then these little storage bins hang on there and put odds and end pieces and parts in there, and just kind of keep stuff organized. Now, as you've noticed, across the top of that plywood I put across the back of the bench, I ran some LED lights as well as around the whole gun wall. I thought that would kind of be a cool touch. I just got the channel and diffuser off Amazon also, and bought some LED lights and a power source controller, and they're all wired up so I can change the colors to whatever I want, brightness. You can use any of your voice assistant or whatever, turn it on from your phone, their Wi-Fi and all that. I just thought that was kind of a cool touch to kind of make that gun wall pop a little bit, and across the bench. And you know, when I'm working on the bench, I can change those to like a bright white, and adds a little bit more light shining on the bench. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Speaking of lights on the bench, one thing I do need to get is some lights. I don't know if I can find some magnetic lights or something to go underneath those cabinets up top, just to get a little bit more light shining down on the bench when I'm working on projects. And I just have these bar stools that I had in my other gun room. These ones spin around and go up and down and stuff. And then just another random chair that over there by the computer for downloading videos, stuff like that. So that's pretty much the bench area. Let me know if you have any questions. Now let's get to the meat of it and jump over to the gun wall. As I mentioned in the other video, these panels are from Secure It. They make these panels, they make safes, they make safe accessories, they make all sorts of stuff. But I bought these in my old gun room from them, and they've been pretty good, honestly. The only downside is they're a little bit expensive, which may not come as a surprise. This stuff is, built well and is a little bit spendy. Now they come in, I think they're 18-inch wide by 36-inch tall panels. Then they also have some smaller ones that are 18-inch wide by 12 inches tall, I believe. And like I said, I pretty much had to double the amount of panels that I had in my old gun room to finish this wall in this gun room. They go up quick and easy if you saw in the other videos. If not, go back and watch. You'll see a time lapse of me putting those up. Over here on the end, I did have to cut these panels down to fit the wall. I just used a grinder with a cutting wheel, cut them down to size, and then I also had to cut the top ones down to fit up there and make it a perfect fit. But that worked out good, and then I just screwed them onto the wall. They have all these different accessories, these shelves with buttstock holders, and then the little bungee barrel holders for the top. All these different mounts for pistols and shelves and for putting your rifles horizontally. And yeah, that's kind of how I have it set up. Little magazine holders down here. These pistol racks, you can hang your pistols on end or sideways so you can kind of present them a little more. This isn't finalized. The layout of this is not finalized. I still want to get a few more parts and pieces to make this thing look a little better. And tell me what you guys think. Let me know if I should set it up differently. I've kind of got the long rifles down low and kind of the AR pistol type shorter guns up high on the ends, and then just kind of laid it out how I thought it kind of looked good. But let me know what you think, if I should lay it out any differently or something like that. So that's a quick tour of the new gun room, how I laid it out. I love how much space this new room has compared to my old gun room, and working in it the little bit that I have since I finished everything. I'm liking the layout also. I like the big bench, all the bench space and storage for tools and all that stuff. So, all right, so that was the tour of the gun room. I hope you guys liked it. It was a lot of work, a lot of money. These panels behind me are not cheap, and I had to pretty much double what I had in my old gun room to make this wall behind me. There's still a few things that I need to get hashed out for that wall, as far as attachments and where I want to place things permanently and stuff like that. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Also, Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the setup, if you think I should rearrange some things or do something a little bit differently. I'm always open to ideas and welcome the feedback. So thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll check you guys on the next one.